YSM Sports Media. I want to touch on the state of boxing. A lot of good fights being made. First fight I want to talk about is Crawford versus Khan. Now, a lot of people initially think that this is going to be a whitewash, and I really don't, see it that way. I feel like Khan is a dangerous opponent up until you get a clean shot at his chin. Now he has proven to be chinny over his career, but in every fight, he got stopped outside of I think Prescott. Khan was winning. Danny Garcia fight. Like, he was landing 3 and 4 punch combinations on Garcia for about 2 to 3 rounds before he got clipped with the left hook. And I feel like probably the biggest problem with Khan is he's a very greedy puncher. And what I mean is, Khan lands 2 punches, a 2-punch combination, then he wants to land a 3-punch combination. Lands a 3-punch, then he wants to land 4, and so on and so on. So your opponent, you done threw 3, and I see you standing in there, same spot. Through 4, see you standing there, same spot. Now, I know that you're not moving, you're not just changing angles. So, in the middle of your 3 or 4 punch combination, I'm going to throw something hard. And it catches Khan every time. And I see, Khan probably being up on the cards because, Khan probably has the fastest hands in boxing, probably above like 130, 135. And it takes a while to adjust to that speed. And I feel like Bud is going to adjust, and I feel like Bud is going to stop him probably like in the later rounds, round 7, round 8. But I see it being very competitive. And I probably would, see him getting stopped in probably round 7. Probably will have Khan up probably 4-3, 5-2, because Bud, is a historically slow starter, and it takes him a while to get used to his opponent. But once he gets used to you, that's your ass. So, I see guys trashing that fight. Like, nah, that's going to be a good fight. It's definitely going to be a fight that I'm going to watch, and that I look forward to. Next, Canelo versus Jacobs. It's going to be a good fight, but I feel like I already know what the outcome's going to be. If you don't stop Canelo, you're going to lose. If you don't stop Canelo, you're going to lose. But, just off of, just pure, analysis, Jacobs is the biggest skilled opponent that Canelo has faced, because he faced Rocky Fielding and he faced Chavez, but they aren't as skilled nor as athletic as Jacobs. So I think Jacobs is going to give him some problems, especially with the jab. Jacobs has good power. Canelo, his defense is underrated, man. Like, I've seen him, sit in the pocket and, Triple G hit nothing but air. But, Triple G is different from Jacobs. Jacobs is a lot longer and a lot faster. But I think Jacobs will use the jab effectively and, control distance. But I do see him getting countered by Canelo on a rather consistent basis, because Jacobs has the tendency to leave punches out there longer than necessary. And Canelo has the best uppercut in boxing. Him and Anthony Joshua, and where Joshua throws it a little awkwardly, towards leaning one side and then shooting it back, kind of like he did Klitschko. Canelo has, similar to Floyd's anchor punch, where Floyd slip back and then throw it over the top, kind of like Ali. Canelo throws an uppercut like that, and it's very awkward because it's hard to see coming, because now you threw out a jab and you're fully extended. Here he comes with that uppercut right underneath you. So I see Canelo winning UD, not necessarily because it'll be a clear decision on his part, but we got to recognize the politics of boxing. The politics of boxing means the cash cow, unless he's knocked out or like completely shellacked, the cash cow, always gets the benefit of the doubt. And lastly, you have probably the biggest 50-50 matchup, Jarrett Hurd versus Julian Williams. Now, automatically people will say, well, Jarrett Hurd's, the bigger man, and since Julian Williams got stopped by Charlo, this should be, a slam dunk. I don't see it that way. Julian Williams is a big guy for 154. Like, he's really the size, he's really a 160-pound fighter that can just melt his way down, similar to Hurd, even though I think Hurd can fight at 168. Like, Hurd's like 6'1". Julian Williams, good speed, is definitely a good puncher. And to where Hurd just walks, he has that crab style, and he just walks straight through and kind of like blocks punches with his face. I don't think that he can adopt that style with Williams, because I feel like he'll walk into something nice. Like, Lar has decent power, but not, and Tony Harrison has decent power, but not, I'm gonna wreck your world if you come in here. Whereas though with Julian Williams, I feel like that Hurd, if he fights that way, because everybody says he has boxing skill, but he's just much bigger than his opponents, and he's just gonna walk him down. I feel like he may walk into some shit. I feel like he may walk into something nice, and for that reason, I see it being a 50 fight, because I'm not sure that Hurd is going to adjust. I think Hurd is going to be Hurd, or be the Hurd that I've seen, not the Hurd that I've heard about. Hurd that I heard about. Yeah, that's funny. But it's still like that's a 50-50 fight. That's a very intriguing matchup. And I definitely look forward to seeing it. Subscribe, leave your thoughts below what matchups that you want to see or you want to hear me talk about. And thank you for watching, man. YSM Sports Media, I'm out.